दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये ॐ वृन्दावै तुलसी देवै प्रिया
Okay, we want to listen. We want to listen.
कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः भक्ताविहीना अपराधलक्षे चित्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणामि प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दा वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे सर्वप्रथम
First of all, I offer my respectful Dhamma pranams into Nityalila Parishtam Vishnupad Astatara Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Bhavan Goswami Maharaj and Nityalila Parishtam Vishnupad Astatara Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, which is feel his lotus feet, unlimited Dhanvat pranams. Thereafter, Nityalila Parishtam Vishnupad Astatara Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, Shiva Goswami Maharaj, and all the Vaishnavas, lotus feet. My repeated Dhanvat pranams. Today is the most auspicious day. Today is Ekadashi. Do you understand? Ekadashi. What happens on Ekadashi? What do you have to do? It's khana pina karna. You have to eat. No, on Ekadashi you should have kirtan of the holy names. The Lord has given us all these senses. For what purpose? What is the eyes for? Show me, tell me. Do you have a television? Piche hai Maharaj. Piche. Thakur ji ke upar. Who has a TV in the house? The eyes are not for watching television. Thakur ji ka darshan karna, to see the divine form of the Lord. What's the ears for? Not to listen to other people's criticisms. To listen to Bhagavad Katha. Hands for not to hit anyone. No. Whoever you hit, they will hit you. Even if I lotus even two hands clean the temple of the Lord. To give blessings to others, not to hit anyone. What have we been given the feet for? Everyone has feet? Yes?
पैर किस लिए दिए? भगवान पैर इसलिए दिया
Where the
जहाँ
Lord has
पर
given
भगवान
us
की मंदिर हो,
feet,
तुलसी हो,
where there is Tulsi, where
भगवान
there is the
की
Lord's
विरासत
temple,
की वहाँ पे परिक्रमा करने
to do
के लिए।
parikram of those places.
इसलिए हमारे जितने भी
For this
इंद्रियां
reason,
आदि है,
all our senses
ये सब भगवान की सेवा के लिए है।
have been
नहीं तो
for the
शास्त्र में
purpose
श्रीमद्
of serving the
भागवत
Lord.
में सुखदेव गोस्वामी
Shukadeva
पाद
Goswami has said
कहते
in the
हैं,
Srimad
"हे
Bhagavatam,
महाराज परीक्षित,
O Maharaj Parikshit,
जो लोग सारी इंद्रियों के द्वारा भगवत सेवा नहीं करते,
if you do not serve all your senses
दूसरे के
in
मानता है,
in the service of the Lord, if you use them to
अब
hurt
ये जन्म भगवान
others,
को हाथ नहीं देंगे,
the Lord will not give you hands in the
वो
next.
जन्म से
Some people do not have hands when they are born,
पैर
or
में-
they lose their hands.
पैर के द्वारा भगवान के मंदिर यदि परिक्रमा नहीं
If you
किया,
don't perform parikram of the
संत
temple of
महात्मा
the
के
Lord,
जहाँ पर समागम होंगे, संत महात्मा
not go to the
जाते हैं,
places where the sadhus have assembled,
तो अगले
if you
जन्म
do
में
not go
भगवान
to
कहते हैं,
satsang,
तुमको
then
पैर नहीं
the Lord will not give you feet.
क्या कर देंगे भगवान? पेड़ बना, पेड़
They will give you the form of a tree.
एक स्थान में खड़े होकर रहो।
You will have to stay in one place.
जैसे इंग्लैंड अमेरिका में ठंडी
England
पड़ती
and
है, बर्फ पड़ती है।
America, there's cold
वहाँ
seasons.
पर पेड़ होकर के बना देंगे क्या?
You'll have to take birth
पेड़
there.
अच्छा ही है।
If you take birth as a tree in Braj, that's different.
बहुत तपस्या करना पड़ेगा।
Yes. Hmm.
बहुत भजन साधन करने पर
Hmm.
ब्रज के ये पेड़ पौधा होकर के-
After many years of austerities, then you will take birth as a tree in Vrindavan,
ब्रज में
in Braj,
घास होने के लिए
to be a blade of grass.
तपस्या करो।
Many are forming
पेड़ पौधा
austerities, so it's not so easy to
इसलिए कहते हैं,
become a tree or a shrub
सारे इंद्रिय
in
जो भगवान
Braj.
की सेवा में लगे।
Our
और
whole
उस प्रकार
senses
एकादशी की
engaged in the service of the Lord. Today is Ekadashi.
शास्त्र में लिखा है,
It's written in
एकादशी
Shastra,
के दिन
Ekadashi,
अन्न अनाज जो है
you must not eat grains
चाहिए। चावल दाल
like rice, dal. You should not eat.
एकादशी के दिन
On Ekadashi,
फलाहार कर सकते हैं।
you can eat fruits,
दूध ले सकते हैं,
milk,
दही ले सकते हैं।
yogurt,
हैं? आजकल तो क्या मिलता है? बकवीट नहीं क्या?
buckwheat, buckwheat,
उसको भी ले सकते हैं।
nuts.
हैं? उसके भी रोटी बना करके भी खा सकते हैं। पूरी बना ली।
You can eat like that.
तो इसलिए एकादशी के दिन
For this
उन
reason,
पापों के बीज जो है
all the
ये सब तो
sins
पांच प्रकार के
are
औषधीय अनाज में रहता है।
are in the grains. There are five types of sins. The sin of killing one's mother
पाप के बीज आज कहाँ पर आता है?
comes into the grain.
अन्न में आता है। मातृ हत्या, पितृ हत्या,
The
गो हत्या,
father, killing the father or the cow.
हैं? जो वृक्ष लोग होता है।
Those who are malicious,
गाय को मांस खाता है।
they eat cow meat. They are great sinners.
ऐसे गो हत्या, मातृ हत्या के समस्त पापों के बीज
All of those sins on this day reside in grains.
एकादशी के दिन
On Ekadashi, you should not eat grains.
ये तो एकादशी के लिए अन्न दान भी करना
You should not even offer grains in charity, even to any beggar. No. You should not give charity of grains on Ekadashi. Other days is a good thing. It's to give charity is good, but on Ekadashi day, you should not give grains in charity. You can give fruit. There is nectar, nuts.
इसलिए एकादशी ठीक से पालन करना चाहिए।
We should perform Ekadashi properly.
अनेक जन्म
And if you do not perform Ekadashi, many lifetimes you have to suffer,
में डाल देते हैं।
and then at the end you will have to go to hell.
भूल से भी एकादशी के दिन
Even by mistake, do not take grains on Ekadashi.
आजकल तो बड़े बड़े
But those great today nowadays, many sadhus do not, so-called sadhus do not believe, and they eat grains. There was one reciter of Bhagavatam on the day of Ekadashi. Don't go. He said to his wife, where there is reciting of Srimad Bhagavatam, to go there. So she did. Just that. Nahi khana. And that Pandit was saying, the reciter of the Bhagavatam was saying, do not eat grains on Ekadashi. You should not make, and you should also not give in charity. Everybody had gone home. The Pandit had come home. Now it's 2 o'clock. On that same Pandit, whose wife was sitting at the back listening, she did not make anything. It was 2 o'clock. The Pandit said, his wife said that on Ekadashi you should not eat grain. You told to everyone. That's why I told you not to go to the Bhagavad Sapta, Jana. Don't go and listen to Bhagavad Sapta. I'm not saying to myself, I'm saying for others. Listening to the katha of such people, you will not get any benefit. Those who do Bhagavad, who recite and do not know and do not follow themselves, you should not listen to Bhagavad from those kinds of people. In this Sanskrit slok in the Padma Puran, those who are Avaishnavas, those who are not Vaishnavas, who are those? Those who are not Vaishnavas are not Vaishnavas. Prabhupada used to say, those who criticize Vaishnavas, you should avoid them. They are not Vaishnava. Do not criticize Vaishnavas. Like Guru, Satanga. Even by mistake, do not criticize sadhu. Such people, if you listen to Harikatha, you will not get any benefit. If you drink milk, you will become healthy, strong. But if that same milk had been touched by the lips of a snake, then the milk becomes poison. Zair. That same milk, if you drink, you will die. In the same way, the Harikatha is Amrit, nectar. Amritam tapta jivanam kavi vidiritam kalmasahapam Shravana mangalam Srimadattatam Bhuvirandite Bhuridajana. Srimati Radha is saying, oh Govinda, oh Gopal, your pastimes are like nectar. The recitation of your pastimes are like nectar. But if you listen to that same Harikatha from the mouths of somebody who is not a Vaishnava, it would not be any benefit, but will be a cause of your distress. Try and remember this. Everyone listens to, everyone speaks katha, and they sell Harikatha. When they recite Bhagavatam, before reciting, they tell how much money they want. They said how much dakshina they should have.
वो भागवत बेच जाता है।
And they sell Bhagavad in this way.
उसी के कहा जाता है भागवत बेचने वाले।
They are called sellers of the Bhagavad.
ये भागवत बांटने वाला।
Bhatne wala, one who distributes Srimad Bhagavatam and one who sells to sell.
उसके कथा के कथा सुनने से तुम्हारे कुछ
You will not get any benefit from that. Some say, come and do Bhagavad. They ask, how much will you take? 1 lakh, 2 lakh. And such Bhagavatam you will not get benefit from. Not the person who recites it or the person who listens. Katha should be for the benefit of all living entities, like Parikshit Maharaj to Shukadeva Goswami Maharaj to Parikshit. How much did Parikshit Maharaj give dakshina to Shukadeva Goswami? What dakshina? Yeah, you should give dakshina of yourself. You should offer yourself to the lotus feet of Guru. You should chant and do bhajan under the shelter of Guru. Gurudev used to say, you give yourself as dakshina. Once you give, you should not take back. When you do fire sacrifice, what do you do? Swaha. Ha. What is meaning of swaha? Ha. Swa means yourself and ha means to offer. This is your dakshina. When you take mantra and diksha from Gurudev, then you should fulfill those vows. There's no need for money. Sadhus do not need money. Davan Bihari, he doesn't need. He gets what he needs from the Lord. He doesn't need any for his family or for his house or to sell. No, to bathe, to wed their daughters. I've not married. I have performed many marriages. So, I've married 400. India, not only in India but also just in the foreign countries. I've arranged 3 to 400 weddings. Look in the internet. Hare Krishna. How much money you spend on weddings? 10 lakh. 10 crore. Okay, don't need to debate. 3 crores. Hare Krishna. Anyway, 25, 30,000. It's got everyone excited. Hare Krishna. My mean to say is the sadhus does not need money. I speak loudly on this matter. Give yourself and do Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said, however many villages there are, how many houses there are, house to house, everyone, men and women, young and old, will chant, raising their hands. Jai Shri Shri Radhe Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
कीर्तन महाप्रभु के विचार है।
This is the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
पृथ्वी पे आचे चल नगर आदि ग्राम सर्वत्र प्रचार मेरे नाम क्या भगवत नाम
Name, Krishna's name will be spread all over the world.
गाँव में मेरे अच्छा इसको आलीगांव
This is Aligarh. Ali
आली मोरे
Lage Vrindavan. What is Nico Ali?
आली मोरे
Saki. Ali means this is a village of Saki. Jai Ho. Rivo.
इस गांव में जितने रहने वाले सब राधा जी की क्या है
Dasi. Sakiya. Ravan Bihari Lal ki jai. All those who live in this village are of Sakis. Sorry. Hare Krishna.
आनंद आता है
With a great pleasure, great in Harikatha.
वो खड़े होकर के कीर्तन करते थे
Oh, where is that person who is standing and chanting?
अरे वो तो गड़ी के थे हाँ
Sudevi did.
हाँ होना चाहिए सर्वत्र भगवान के नाम के
Always chanting chanting of the names of the Lord and preaching His glory. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. सर्वत्र कीर्तन होने चाहिए गाँव में
village to village. There should be kirtan.
ये सब विदेशी का जी
Look, all these Western people, Russia,
ब्राजील से
Brazil,
हैं
Lithuania,
कोई लिथुनिया से आए
Lithuania,
हैं इंग्लैंड से आए
England,
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
Australia,
से ऑस्ट्रेलिया से आइए ये हर साल मुझे भागवत कराती है
Yeah, Bhagwan.
भागवत कराती है ये पाठ नहीं
At Khara.
मेरा हर साल
Every year she performs Bhagavad in Australia for me.
गुरुदेव को बहुत प्यार है
A very beloved of
मैं हर
Gurudev.
साल जाता हूँ उनके घर।
Every year I go to her house.
मंदिर है
There's temple.
मंदिर है उसमें
But I do perform Bhagavad.
भागवत कराना चाहिए भागवत
You
क्या
should
है
do Bhagavad.
प्रभु के नाम कीर्तन
This is a glorification of the Lord.
ऐसे तो लोग नहीं आएगा क्योंकि
Otherwise people will not come.
कुछ लोग
But if you put Bhagavad, then they will come. They will gather
इसलिए भागवत नहीं चाहिए घर गली गली में
from house to house, street to street.
हमसे तो पैसे की क्या जरूरत है खर्च करने की क्या जरूरत
You
है
don't need to spend any money.
अच्छा जाओ एक काम करो सब अपने अपने दो जो है पूरी बना करके ले आओ।
Everybody should just bring, don't need money, just bring 2 rotis or 2 puris of your own. You eat at home, so whatever you make, you must be making at least 2. No, you don't make?
मैं बना दूंगा
I will make for you.
वो हर रोज आप लोग 2 रोटी बना करके लाओ
And everybody makes something and offer to Thakurji.
हो जाए
Then after Harikatha, then and share, distribute.
लाखों रुपए खर्च करके करोड़
There's no need to spend so much money.
डरते महाराज मेरे तो 5 लाख रुपया 10 लाख रुपया खर्च
If people are scared that if they do Bhagavad, they will have to spend so money. You don't have to spend any.
देखो उनके भागवत को देने सब भक्त लोग बना करके
Everybody brings,
है जो भी बना करके सब भक्त लेकर
everyone brings. Ask
इसलिए कथा
Radhakanti Didi.
विचार ही है
This is the teachings of Mahaprabhu
जीवन की हमारा संकल्प यही है
that we will spread. This is our sankalpa, our vow, that we will go village to village and get people to chant Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
जब आपके गांव के बीच से हम लोग
Now we've just walked chanting for 1.5 kilometers, chanting all the Westerners,
घर से बाहर
everyone coming out and watching.
देखा ना
You saw who is come.
इसी के अंदर प्रचार इसी के अंदर नाम संकीर्तन
This is what is called prachar, preaching and nam sankirtan.
इसी प्रकार भगवान के नाम के आज विशेष प्रकार एकादशी थी
And just today, like auspicious day,
बंद कर देता हूँ
we have little time. We are going to Mathura. Our Vrajamandal Parikram is starting. Everyone is coming from far and wide. Like everybody come to Braj. Come to Govardhan at least. Maharaj ki jai. Jai Jai Srila. Come on the day of Giriraj Mahotsav, on the day of Ankut. Just come. Very beautiful gathering. Giriraj Govardhan. The very beautiful temple of Gurudev's. Large. You will have no problems there. And come with everyone. You will have the mercy of Giriraj. Listen here. There was one king, Rupmanga. There was one very pious son, Dharmanga. That king was looking after his citizens very well. If the king was good, then there is no lack of shortage of anything. If the king is pious and honest, truthful, like Lord Ramchandra, like it's called Ram Rajya, the kingdom of Lord Ram. Accordingly, there was rain and there was crops, heat and cold, everything according to seasons. In everyone's homes, there was plenty of food, no shortage of anything. There was a cow, milk, plenty of. Everybody lived in happiness. Rupmangat one day wandering and came to Balkilya Rishi and said he likes then when comes to a sadhu, we usually ask some question. Please look at my palm. When will my daughter get married? When my admission of my son in his school? When will I get my job? This is a conception of mundane people. Rupmangat, Balkilya Rishi, and asked him, what is the history of my ancestors? What do they perform? What do they do? Pious activities. Those who perform pious activities in their past will get wealth. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, those who perform devotional, while they leave their body, they take birth in a wealthy family. Not everybody has that opportunity. Some take in poor families, some in shanty towns, or some live in 10-story buildings. Why? Because they have done such pious activities in their past life. It is not available just like that. For this reason, Rupmanga said, what pious activities have I done to achieve such a wonderful kingdom? And the citizens are all happy. How did I become king? Balkilya Rishi, hearing this, he said, listen, I will tell you of your history, your past history. He was able to see the past, present and future. I am seeing your pastimes. Valkyrie closed his eyes and started meditation and saw Maharaj, Rupangat, in your past life you were a horrible person. You were drinking. You were dacoit, thief. All those horrible things, any horrible thing you used to do. You used to go to prostitutes. Listening to this, his hair stood on end. Listening to this, was I such a bad person? Drinking, indulging, killing cows, stealing. Was I such a person in my past life? How did I become king? Please tell me. Valkyrie Rishi said, Rajan, Valkyrie Rishi said, listen, king, I am seeing with my divine vision, like Vyasadeva, by the mercy of Vyasadeva, Sanjay was able to see what was happening on the battlefield and relate that to Dhritarashtra. In the same way, Valkyrie Rishi, he saw the history of and you were had weakness for one prostitute, and without her you could not live. On the day of Ekadashi, that Vesha, that prostitute, became ill. And on that night of Ekadashi, she left her body. You were so attached to her. You began crying for 15. You left to drink water for 15 days. She died, but you had such attachment for her. For 15 days you cried. After 15 days, another Ekadashi, the Lord had made this arrangement. You had not had drunk anything or eaten anything on that Ekadashi. In that night, you also left your body. And you had also performed Ekadashi. Even if unknowingly you perform Ekadashi, if you do perform Ekadashi even unknowingly, Raja, you became a king, and you're that prostitute is the queen. The king thought, this is such greatness of Ekadashi. Ekadashi is so great. No, I'm not speaking. This is in the Shastras, Vedas and Puranas. If you anyhow or another, somehow or another perform Ekadashi, just don't eat grains. You can eat fruits and do kirtan. The king was thinking, if I got a kingdom by doing Ekadashi unknowingly, if I do Ekadashi properly by chanting, etc., what fruits will I get? And serve sadhu. What will you get? You will go directly to Golok Vrindavan. Hrivo. The greatness of Ekadashi is so great. How can I explain with words? Rupangat and announced to the whole kingdom that everyone will follow Ekadashi. Those who do not perform Ekadashi, they will be thrown out from the kingdom. They will be given a life sentence. Life sentence. Life sentence, death sentence. Death sentence. Sorry, life sentence. Death sentence. The kingdom, the king announcing everyone.
राजा के लोग गांव-गांव में जाकर के घेरा पीटते थे लोग इकट्ठा हो जाते भाई क्या बात है
everybody was gathered to Tithi. He announced to everyone. Anyone who eats grains on Ekadashi, they will give a death sentence. They'll be given the death sentence, or they'll be removed from the kingdom. Everyone started to perform Ekadashi. In Shastra it said we should try. As if we die on Ekadashi, if you're afraid of dying, they said that's a good thing. Maybe and it's not so fortunate to die on Ekadashi. The next day maybe you can die. Just not eating one day, you will not die. You can drink water if your throat is dry. Eat yogurt, fruits, or Ekadashi preparations. Buckwheat. You can make chapatis from that and eat or puri. One is white, the other one is black. What difference? Yeah, buckwheat flour. You can make rotis. Today they make it different colors if you want. One day, the king went into the jungle. It's very beautiful, about 14, 15, crying. What's your... Why are you crying? My mother and father threw me out of the house. So I came to the forest to take my own life. Rupmangad said, I will marry you. No problem. I am king. I am king. I perform Ekadashi. There is no consideration of ghosts or goblins or astrological misfortunes. एक वर्तमान काल है तो एक भूत काल है. There's a present tense and bhut kaal, present tense and the bhut kaal, which is past tense. Bhut kaal is called bhut kaal. Literally translated means ghost past. If he goes, he's gone. He's got four. His nonsense people who make speculations of the Atma soul turning into ghosts because they do not have auspicious death. We call them bhut. Atit, meaning bhut meaning passed away. Meaning passed away. There's the story of Gokar and Duntikari. Duntukari, he became a ghost, Pisachi, witch. But because he was killed by force, prematurely. The one who performs Ekadashi no ghosts come to near their house. In Hanuman Chalisa, those who take Hanuman's name, not ghosts.
अरे प्रभु के नाम जो लेते हैं भूत पिशाच तुम्हारे घर में नहीं रहेगा, अब सब निकल गए।
Everyone will go, run away.
जिस घर में भगवान के नाम
Where the Lord's names are being chanted and recited. Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare। महाराज ने इसी प्रकार कहा दिया, मैं एकादशी पढ़ूंगा।
Maharaj, the king, said, I perform Ekadashi. Nothing will be an obstacle to you. And the king, he married the girl. But only on one condition, I will marry you. Whatever I do, you must not be an obstacle. As after marrying, his first wife, received the king and welcomed the co-wife, and his son also. 15 days passed away. Ekadashi came. The king's men were announcing today is Dasami and tomorrow is Ekadashi Tithi. Nobody should eat grains on that day. And then the king would give a death sentence. This new wife, she did not know what was happening. In the king's order, they said that everybody is going on for 20 years, 25 years. Nobody should take grains. No, she said, I will eat more. I will eat those things that I'm not supposed to eat. Zada khaunga. I will eat more. Machli I will eat, fish. And I will eat eggs. I will drink. I will do all those nonsense things. I will do on that day. It's known as woman's stubbornness. Yes, I will do. My dear brother. No, they try to persuade her. The king will give you the death sentence. The news reached the king and told the king that she will do all those things you're not supposed to do on Ekadashi. Eat fish and eat meat. Oh dear, the king lamenting, said, what kind of witch has come? Everybody would say, where is this witch come from? On the day of Ekadashi, you should not eat grains. And the more obstacles, restrictions you put, the more they will do. I will not. Okay, I won't eat. Maharaj, she said. Okay. And this Dharmanga, your son, a 25-year-old, he's not married as yet. Dharmanga. Dharmanga's mother. One saw cut with a smile. Then I will follow Ekadashi. Everybody was amazed. How can this happen? How is this possible? The manga said, my dear father, do not fear, do not worry. Oh King, this rule that you have made in our country, I will take the death sentence. You give the order for our heads to be cut, but do not break your vow. One day we have to die. It will be written in history that the Maharaj's son, Upamanga, he gave his life for the principles of his father. Is Dharmangat's mother. Maharaj, do not fear. We will both cut our son's head with a smile on our face, but we will not let go of our vow. Like this vow that Lord Ramchandra made. My life may go, but my vow will not be broken. They got ready to cut the head of Rupangat, and the other side, the father and mother of Rupangat. All the demigods came to see, is there such a mother and father in the world? They will cut their son alive, whilst alive, with a smile on their face. Brahma and the other demigods came, and at that time Vishnu appeared. When Vishnu appeared, and Vishnu ki jai, the young queen, oh king, you are blessed. I am Maya personified. Swayam Mahamaya. I am the one who bewilders all living entity. Your truth, your firm faith, I came to see. You are the most glorious. The younger queen disappeared. Where Lord Vishnu is, Maya cannot be present. This is the Ekadashi's form. Tijani Jatanik Pankari. Madhav Titi Jatani. Titi. Everyone should follow. From house to house, door to door. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare